Hey there everybody, this is PotterBrony and welcome to another blind reaction of DeathBattle. This time we have from them, Ghost Rider versus Lobo. Now I'm familiar with both Ghost Rider's backstory and all of that. I forget his exact name. Sorry, I haven't really been following all that much along with it. I know of Lobo. I don't know his abilities, his backstory, or anything like that. Despite my claims to be a DC fan over Marvel, but yeah, I don't know every single character of it. Like, I've seen him in various things, but I'm not really sure what his deal is. Also, just a little thing is like, see what happens when a little tab of plastic just doesn't stick around anymore. Yeah, my friggin' expensive ass headphones that I've been using, that have been nice, or done with. Thankfully I do have a spare. Not as comfortable, but whatever. Anyway. Let's just get it started, see what they've got in store for us. As always, the link in the description below. Be sure to support DeathBattle's channel. And, what is it? Here's the right. And, start the video in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Have you tried 23andMe? It can tell you
No,
all
I have
about your
not.
ancestors, genetic information,
really?
health, and traits.
It's super easy, and the results are legit. You can find out all sorts of good little secrets about yourself.
23andMe reports do
I'd
not
rather
diagnose
just go to my
disease or
doctor,
describe
but
overall likelihood of developing any disease. 23andMe.
Well, there's that
tests
disclaimer now.
variants only. Visit 23andMe.com/deathbattle.
Yeah, so I'd rather go to my doctor for my health, but whatever.
Order your health and ancestry kit at 23andMe.com/deathbattle.
Ancestry
You
kit,
can
that's
meet
the only
your
thing
genes
I
in
would
over
see this for, but
125 personalized genetic reports. That's the number 23andMe.com/deathbattle.
I wonder how much that is.
Whether it be justice, vengeance, or the thrill of the kill, bounty hunting isn't for the faint of heart.
Especially when your usual targets are superheroes.
The Ghost Rider, Marvel's relentless
That's
spirit
right,
of
bounty hunter.
vengeance.
And Lobo, the space-hogging main man of DC Comics. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Even
Like, I know I saw him in like a Justice League or Superman comic.
Son to the accomplished cyclist
or
Barton
cartoon.
Blaze, he was sadly witness to his father's death in a stunt gone wrong.
But he
Naturally.
got adopted by another stuntman, Crash Simpson. It's no surprise that Johnny became a stunt performer himself until Crash's wife died in a stunt gone wrong.
Only now apparently aware that motorcycles can be dangerous, Johnny swore to never perform again.
And then Crash got
It's
cancer.
Daredevil, he wants
Damn,
the name.
Even I don't have parent issues this bad.
Damn.
Completely devastated, Johnny refused to let Crash die. Willing to risk it all, he turned to the one person who could fix everything.
Everyone's favorite
Yep.
problem solver, Satan.
Naturally.
This was Mephistopheles, one of the many lords of hell who happened to have a special interest in Johnny's family line. To save Crash's life, he cut a deal with the devil, curing the cancer at the cost of selling his soul. The deal succeeded, and Crash was healed, but then he died in, well, a stunt gone wrong.
I mean, he's
That's
a stuntman whose name is Crash. Should have seen it coming.
Yeah.
And after all that, Johnny got stuck with being Mephisto's bitch for eternity.
Mephisto even sandwiched him together with a demonic spirit of vengeance named Zarathos.
Zarathos, ask your doctor if it's right for you, or your exorcist.
Long ago, Zarathos was a powerful demon who threatened Mephisto's realm. Eventually, Mephisto defeated him, forcing him into eternal servitude.
And with their power combined, Johnny and Zarathos roamed the world, punishing the wicked as the embodiment of a death metal
this I
album
did
cover,
not know.
The Ghost Rider.
That it's a combination
Ah! Oh God,
of
that's
beings.
terrifying.
Well, sure, his visage instills fear unto many.
What? No, Ghost Rider looks awesome. I'm talking about Nick Cage.
Agreed. Anyway, as the Ghost Rider, he became one of the universe's greatest threats. He has superhuman strength and speed, and his skeletal body can regenerate from practically any amount of damage.
And if Blaze's last name wasn't obvious enough, he can shoot fire. Oh, but not just any fire, hellfire. The best kind of fire.
The kind that's infused with magic that burns not just your flesh, but bypasses conventional defenses to attack your very soul. He can throw fireballs, raise walls of flame, rain fire from the sky, and even conjure weapons and objects out of thin air, such as a demonic shotgun and an infinite stream of chains.
And his badass ride,
Useful.
the Hell Cycle. This baby can look however Johnny wants, but he usually summons it as a panhead chopper. It can respond to Johnny's thoughts, scale walls, and even outrace Thor's hammer Mjolnir.
The same hammer that crossed a galaxy
That's a
and
hell of a
back in
bike.
a single minute.
You know, I lit my chopper on fire once.
I didn't know you had a motorcycle.
Well, yeah, up until the fire.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Roadhog. At least you went out in a blaze of glory, like Bon Jovi said.
But while his hellfire and chains are vicious weapons in their own right, they're often used to ensnare the Ghost Rider's victims as he goes in for a truly diabolical kill. Or should I say, a penance.
The penance stare is basically Hell's timeout corner of pain. Ghost Rider isn't angry, he's just disappointed, and he wants you to think about what you've done. And
For
it to
eternity.
hurt a lot.
Yeah,
Under
it's
the
gonna
penance stare,
suck.
the Ghost Rider forces you to relive all the pain and misery you've inflicted on others throughout your entire life. No indiscretion, no matter how minor, is safe from the Ghost Rider's gaze.
So that time I put ground laxatives in my 4th grade math teacher's coffee and gave her the shits, does that mean the stare would give my soul the shits too?
Not literally, but you would experience the anger, humiliation, and the butt cramps.
So basically eternal damnation, got it.
But should your sins be so numerous and terrible, the penance stare could even obliterate your soul, leaving you an empty husk.
The stare doesn't work on everybody, though. You might survive if you're blind, don't have a soul, draw power from pain, or if you're a weirdo like Thanos who gets off on that shit. Still, Ghost Rider's grab bag of hell powers let him tear up some of the biggest assholes in the world, and even some of the good guys like Hulk, Thor, and Doctor Strange.
He's quick enough to dodge bullets or even outright catch them in his teeth. He's powerful enough to create massive eruptions, blow up mountains, and even tear down a skyscraper. The average skyscraper weighs over 200,000 tons. That's the same weight as 1,100 blue whales.
Or one ex-wife. I'm gonna write that on her next alimony check.
And given his hellish heritage, he's rather difficult to kill.
Bullets, poison, fire, he's survived it all. Even a beatdown from World War Hulk just got him even more pissed and extra flamey.
Not just that. Remember Zarathos? Johnny Blaze isn't simply a host for the demon, but a limiter for his full power. Throughout his life as the Rider, Johnny has constantly battled Zarathos in the mind, barely holding on to some semblance of sanity. Should his will to resist the demon falter, Zarathos can take full control, and all hell breaks loose.
Yeah,
Not
that would
literally,
suck.
but pretty close.
Oh, and plot twist, Zarathos was never actually a demon at all, but an angel of justice. Fire skull head and everything. When he's unleashed, he becomes so powerful, even Doctor Strange wets his robes. And this is the guy who pops supernovas like Pez.
While Zarathos was bonded to another host, they even managed to defeat Mephisto in his own realm. For reference, Mephisto once battled Galactus, devourer of worlds. Stars detonated, galaxies trembled, and the entire universe was
That'd be a hell of a battle.
simply as a byproduct of their battle.
And if Zarathos wasn't terrifying enough, he likes to eat souls.
Of course, the Ghost
Well, of
Rider
course he
isn't
would.
invincible. Johnny is technically vulnerable as an ordinary human being. Even while transformed, the Rider can be killed via holy weaponry.
But Johnny's doing all right, sitting pretty on Mephisto's throne. I guess things worked out okay for him, even if he's not too keen on being the devil's bounty hunter.
So let this be a warning. Should you ever hear the rumble of a motorcycle in the distance and the glow of an ethereal flame on the horizon, count your sins, because the Ghost Rider is coming. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Sorry, all out of mercy.
We got the penance stare would probably do absolutely nothing as someone who is like truly pious.
Let's turn the clocks back to a distant era.
Lobo
of
is
sin
not
and
said
debauchery.
person, I
The
assume.
1990s.
Inspired by the financial success of Watchmen and The Dark Knight Returns, comic writers started churning out grim and gritty superheroes by the dozen, like Cable, Azrael, and Overkill.
Yeah, they were badass looking at first, but I mean, what's even happening here?
It got
Yeah.
so absurd that someone needed to knock these roided out monstrosities down a peg.
The world needed a hero. No, a parody.
Enter the planet Zarnia, once the brightest beacon of peace and happiness in the universe, until its inhabitants were annihilated by a biological catastrophe, leaving only one survivor, the last son of Zarnia, Lobo.
The one that killed all the
Is that a
rest
reference
of
to
them.
Narnia?
The guy whose name
Likes
literally
dolphins a lot.
translates in Sarnian to "he who devours your entrails and thoroughly enjoys it." What?
Alright.
Awesome! Why wasn't I named that?
Lobo is so unimaginably evil that his birth caused the midwife who delivered him to go insane. The first Zarnian to do so in
Oh, hell.
10,000 years.
Some even think that Zarnia was so perfect and good, the universe made Lobo to balance things out. Hey, didn't you say the same thing about me when we first met, Wiz?
That I did. Simply put, Lobo was unique and desired to be even more so. Thus, he ensured he was the only Zarnian alive in the universe.
I fragged the rest of the planet for my high school science project. Gave myself an A.
Yeah, he's definitely insanely awesome!
Lobo left the desecrated corpse of his former home to become a bounty hunter, probably because it's the only profession that legally allows him to murder.
Don't worry, he'll murder you illegally too.
Is
Lobo
that-
doesn't
is it legal?
discriminate. He even has a special gender-neutral insult in the name of my next motorcycle, Bastitch.
My bike! Bragging bastard.
Anyway, Lobo's bagged some pretty crazy bounties across the universe, including Santa Claus, two near-omnipotent dwarf gods, and even things that don't exist, apparently.
And Lobo's Zarnian physiology is just as absurd to match. He possesses godlike strength, speed, and invulnerability, so much so that he can tear through hordes of superheroes like nothing. Should he somehow suffer damage, he also has an impressive healing factor.
He's like if Superman and Deadpool had a baby, which is a lot more terrifying when I say it out loud.
Did somebody say Deadpool?
Oh, hell. Too close.
He's gone.
But is he?
Wow, I didn't think you had it in you.
Oh, honey, that's not true. Haven't you heard?
No one's ever really gone.
See you later.
I swear to God I'll kill him someday.
So, you had the replacement plan on that TV, right?
Back on topic, Lobo can regenerate from a single drop of blood, and each one he sheds will actually grow into a completely new Lobo. No, I'm not making that up.
No wonder there
Oh,
wasn't
hell.
any war on Zarnia. Nobody can kill these friggin' Bestitches.
It helps that he's also a super genius who knows well over 17,000 languages. He can perform complex physics equations in his head quickly enough to catch the Flash, and can build planet-destroying weaponry out of garbage.
His brain is no joke. He can resist mind control because he's too ornery, and he's got so much willpower he can literally walk through Green Lantern constructs. You know, those things powered by willpower?
And befitting his occupation, Lobo is a master sharpshooter, tracker, and can, by his own admission, deduce the weak points in any opponent.
Like how my shotgun leg jams if booze gets in it.
I would have gone with your crippling alcoholism, but sure, that too. Lobo may be a powerhouse on his own, but he also comes equipped with guns, knives, swords, grenades, and a bomb that he sent back in time, which
Because it's
accidentally
just
killed the
fun.
dinosaurs. Whoops.
His favorite is his enormous hooked chain. But when his job takes him across the universe, he hops on his Space Hog, a customized Spash
I remember
Frame
the flying
666,
motorcycle.
which has automatic machine guns, responds to his whistle, can fly fast enough to escape black holes, and blasts Born to be Wild. Wait. How can he sing in the vacuum of space?
Oh, that's
Rules
where
don't
you're
apply to
drawing the
him.
line? Not the time he, say, pulled the alien entity Solaris out of the sky, which is as heavy as a star, despite lacking leverage?
I like how he even admits that didn't make any sense.
Using a small to medium-sized star like our own sun as a reference, Solaris should weigh nearly 2 octillion tons, over 300,000 times heavier than Earth.
So, pretty tough to bench press. But how about the time he was fighting some rabbits and then he got so face-meltingly angry that he just straight up ate a city, all at once? Disclaimer, don't eat away your feelings. It's not healthy. Drink them away instead.
Don't
Yeah,
do
super
that.
healthy.
But that is trillions of tons of steel and rubble condensed into a sphere smaller than the palm of his hand. By my calculations, that compressed ball should be over 20 times denser than a neutron star.
Oh God, imagine that coming out.
This unimaginable
That
strength
would
lets
suck.
him brawl with the likes of Superman. But that's barely scratching the surface.
Name anybody in DC
Yeah,
Comics
it was that
and it's
one.
likely Lobo's kicked their ass. He can even punch ghosts. Sounds like the only thing that can kill this guy is an act of God.
Not even that. After rampaging through heaven and hell, tearing through armies of angels, demons, and what have you, Lobo's bloodlust on a literally biblical scale got him banned from the afterlife. As in, Death was told that Lobo's soul was not to be collected.
So he just can't die now?
Not in the traditional sense. He's had his head disintegrated, been reduced to a skeleton, even been turned into a spirit that just kept on fighting until he got his body back.
The only thing that has ever really held the big lug back is his weirdly consistent integrity. Namely, he'll always keep his word no matter what. Seems pretty weird for a cosmic madman, but he also loves dolphins and will literally go to hell and back to protect them, so who even knows anymore?
He's not without his failures, though. His greatest of which was perhaps
Can't
something
fault him
entirely
for
out
that.
of his control. His reboot.
What the hell does that scrawny, emo, Edward Cullen-ass looking dork?
That's New 52 Lobo, a serious, tortured, modern interpretation. Everything that Lobo was meant to be a parody of.
Thankfully, someone at DC
They just don't
developed
get
a
it.
sense of irony and literally shelved this loser.
The real Lobo returned better than ever and got back to doing what he does best.
Kicking ass across the universe. He's not just some
Yeah, I gotta
two-million
check these
villain.
shows out.
He's the main man, and the whole universe.
I have to get back to that show.
See, someone's paying me a heap of cash.
See,
for
it's
your
this one.
kindness.
I remember
And
this
the main
cartoon.
man always
This version of it.
All right, the combatants are set.
I gotta
Run
get back
the
to Young
data through
Justice.
All possibilities.
But first, rev up your engines for this delicious food deal. But
Yeah, Blue Apron, I know.
By now,
Move
you've
it.
probably heard of Blue Apron, the leading meal kit delivery service in the U.S.
choose your meals each week.
All right,
Get the ingredients delivered to your doorstep.
who do I
and
think is
whip up
gonna
a meal
win?
Using the easy-to-follow directions provided.
Check out their summer menu and try out their customer-favorite plant-based burger with
And
the
Lobo
Beyond
seems
Burger.
pretty unstoppable,
Burger would
so
be a
I
good
think
idea,
it's gonna be
but I was
Lobo.
Totally wrong. You gotta try it.
And to be fair, Ghost Rider, when he's at his
My favorite part is
Maximum
feeling like a
Potent could
master chef,
defeat
making creative and delicious meals with my own hands. You guys really need to try it out.
enemies that are
It's
galaxy
pretty nice going home
destroyers,
knowing I'll have a
and
delicious
that's only
meal I can whip up with ease.
as a side effect
Blue
of their
Apron supplies
battle.
The recipe, you do the cooking, and the result is truly beyond.
Check out this week's menu and get $60
I
off.
still
at
think Lobo
blueapron.com/battle. That's blueapron.com/battle.
will
Blue Apron.
win out
better
over
way to cook.
But right now, it's time for a death battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Lobo is gonna take this one over Ghost Rider. All right. Who's that?
What the frag?
Lobo of Zarnia, your sins are innumerable. I am here to...
Flipped him off. I guess if you could get a good stare in on Lobo. But would that be enough? Is that the Grimace?
Beetles, gaze my bounty. I'm gonna skull frack ya. You one ugly freak.
Look into my eyes. Your soul will burn in hell.
Is that a fact now?
Oh, his soul is untouchable. That's right. Dumbass. Forgot all about that. They just said it. Yeah, just collapse the...
Bottoms up.
He compressed the building. Alright.
It's done. About time.
Not yet,
Yeah.
scuzzball.
Multiple Lobos. That's unfortunate. So do they just stick around? super powered.
Eat this, you bastards! Holy fraggaroli. I definitely ain't picking up that bounty now. Lobo of Zarnia, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul.
Huh, guess I was wrong.
KO!
Damn, that was toasty. Wonder what Ghost Lobo tastes like.
Being so absurdly powerful, Lobo definitely held a massive physical advantage against the Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that was obvious. Skullhead took down a skyscraper while Lobo dragged around a frickin' sun. But Ghost Riders survived some pretty incredible things. Almost
Alright.
as incredible as these new shirts from store.roosterteeth.com. Ah!
Time and place, Boomstick.
Ah, come on, we gotta eat.
Even World War Hulk couldn't.
Well, you
finish
should
him
have
off.
ordered,
He didn't typically carry any holy weapons, which meant
Should've
he
set your order for
did
Blue
not
Apron.
have a good way of killing
You wanna
the
eat?
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, but who needs holy weapons when you're strong enough to crush a whole city? Couldn't he just overpower Johnny?
A good question. However, do you recall how powerful Zarathos was? Zarathos was an equal threat to Mephisto, whose battles tore apart the universe. Once the Ghost Rider released his true power, Lobo's physical advantages hardly mattered anymore.
But hey, the main man was super
Fair
smart
enough.
and probably could have figured out Johnny's weaknesses. But how is he gonna escape to find a holy weapon somewhere when the Hell Cycle outraced Mjolnir?
Which once crossed the Milky Way and back in under a minute, a feat more than 100 billion times faster than light. More than capable of keeping up with the Space Hog.
They were both as unkillable as you can get. But since Lobo was banned from the afterlife, how could he ever lose?
This is where the fine print matters. Death was banned from reaping Lobo's soul, but that doesn't mean the soul itself could not be destroyed. This is
Okay.
where our research surprised us the most. It turns out the Ghost Rider had 3 different methods of specifically targeting Lobo's soul.
His Hellfire could hurt the soul directly, and since it ignores normal defenses, Lobo couldn't really stop it.
With trillions of murders on Lobo's hands, the Penance Stare could wield extraordinary power against him. And while Lobo had a high pain tolerance, he did not enjoy fatalistic agony and unending torture so much that he'd survive all of that at once.
Even if he did,
Yeah,
Zarathos could
that's-
just gobble up his soul for a quick snack. The end. Easy as that.
Lobo was undeniably a difficult opponent to take on, but the Ghost Rider's cosmic might, unholy invulnerability, and soul-rending powers gave him the perfect tools to take out the main man.
Alright, I
Poor
miscalled that one.
bastards didn't stand a ghost of a chance. Sorry, I knew that was a Lobo.
The winner is Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Wiz.
Thanks for watching this episode. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get it
That was fun.
down below. Also, if you like animated content, check out the new Rooster Teeth animation channel. Just click that box right over there. Got some great stuff.
Alright, who we got next? Okay. Dragon Zord versus Mechagodzilla. Interesting. Mechagodzilla gonna whoop Dragon Zord's ass. All I'm saying there. I don't. Yeah, Dragon Zord, I remember, was pretty freaking badass when I was watching that thing, but Mechagodzilla. Christ, that's Mechagodzilla. Well, come on. Anyway. So, I guess I called that one wrong. Fair enough. I was thinking, mainly because of when I saw the thing, that the Penitent Stare at first didn't work. But yeah, there are other ways for him to punish the soul, and it's only death who can't reap this. That's a very good technicality. You're right on that one. So yeah, that's a lot of punishment that Lobo would have to take if it's all inflicted on him at once. So yeah. Fair enough. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. But I'm getting this one here. Until next time. Take care.